14th of June, 26. Why was I going to say 2016? The hell? I wish. Those were the golden days, weren't they? I don't know. Probably not particularly. Anyway, willkommen back. Oops. Hi, welcome back to Nethergate Resurrection. It's a new day. Yeah, obviously, that's why I said the date at the start. I think I've been doing a fairly decent job at saying the date at the start. Are you ever gonna hit me? Yes. Apparently, I'm not even gonna. Or am I? These are different. Whatever. I feel like using the mouse a bit more today instead. Although I guess I should use some piercing shite every now and then. Make sure I'm not missing any rooms. Hello? Is there a shame on you? As in a shaman? I guess so. Go on, that's kind of worth it. What do you mean it's too heavy? How is £2 too heavy? Whatever. Is this an altar? This chamber is obscured by the smoke of incense coming from 2 small fire pits set into the floor. The smell of the incense doesn't hide the stronger smell in this chamber. Blood. Blood! Hope this is not Chris's blood. There isn't anyone in this game called Chris, probably. This is a gruesome goblin shrine. The chamber is dominated by a stain-encrusted black altar with a kneeling pad in front of it. This is where the goblin shamans perform all sorts of tasks for their craft. Many of them quite unsavoury. Can I kneel in front of it? No. This bloody... Hello, there's something... Yeah, there's something in the middle there, you see? You see what a little bit of magic can do for you? Stuff. Probably should still be checking these walls though. Oh, use reduce? Flobberdob. I ain't even gonna bother, honestly. I ain't gonna fucking bother picking up whatever it was I just left that I couldn't be bothered to pick up. I already forgot. Okay. Is there a way in here from here? No, that box isn't covering it up. Well, I guess we'll go down this way for now. Oi, come over here. Oh. Yeah, the enemies around here are just so easy. I can't even be asked to enter combat mode. Hello? Neither could that guy. Rat, I mean. Oh, rat? Oh my god, 1 damage. What's in here, eh? This door looks extremely sturdy. Oh yeah, it's that again. Eee. Shield ring, it's not going to be any good. Melee damage protection. As I suspected. I mean, it might be. It's just hard to quantify, or whatever. It's hard to get a good view of how good it is. I'm gonna use a troach. Where is it? It looks like some of the batons or whatever, the rods from Geneforge. You know, rod of succor and stuff. Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi. Yeah, bye, more like. Alright, is there any piercing shite around here? I guess not. Alonzi. Oh dear, 3 exceptionally large and unpleasant rats were penned up in here. Left with just the body of a goblin they managed to bring down. How? The prospect of escape and fresh meat appeals to their teeny rat brains. They charge you. Oh no, whatever am I gonna do? Was that worth dialogue? The catcher, the rat catcher, had leather armour on to better protect her from the rats. How do you know it's a her? Because there's lumps. Even goblins have them. It didn't work, and the armour is now in shreds. The key hanging from her belt, on the other hand, is intact. You pick it up. It has 2 inscribed on its side. I probably already had it, I would imagine. Yeah, now I've got 2 2s and 2 3s. Amazing. Does that mean you get key number 2 immediately as the Romans? The Romanians? Is there any connection between Roman and Romanian? Is that any good? No. I mean, kind of, but... Darts of Ice is my most used spell after all, probably. What's that? Boners. One more piercing shite for the road. Well, it's not for the road really, is it? We got more to explore over there before I leave this floor. Down that hole. In fact, a lot more. I'm not going to put too many walk-throughable walls in Dragon Dreams. God! It's a little bit annoying rubbing up against all of them. It actually requires effort and stuff. Oh! Where am I? Wait, there's a bottom right area that I haven't looked at apparently. How do I get there? I don't know, probably over there. What? Let's have a look while I'm here. Here? No, this is down. Right, wait. Abandoned mine, level 3. Where does the one over there go then? That's in the one in the bottom right, whatever. There might be 2 more floors of this lift then. Yeah, I guess that one at the top left is where I came from. This place is Confuzland. Population, no one soon enough. Sometimes you get the rat, and sometimes the rat gets you. This poor goblin chap must have fallen in the latter category. And nobody has bothered to remove the body. Why would they? Maybe a goblin who fell in a rat ambush doesn't merit a full burial. At any rate, that's a lucky break for you. A glint of metal in the creature's clawed hand turns out to be a brass key, with the number 1 stamped on the side. Oh my god, so many keys. You pick it up, wipe it off several times, and pocket it. How many keys do you want to give me in this realm? All of them? Now you know how the goblins manage to survive in these caves. Well, they don't, clearly. They eat rats. The enormous savage rodents that live in this area provide steaks, chops, and roasts for all this mine's nasty residents. This is where the rats are killed and butchered. And you have strong constitutions, but even a brief look at this place makes your stomachs do slow rolls to the left. Specifically the left. The less time spent here, the better. What? What if I'm into splodged up rat corpses? What if that's my kink? Well, I ain't. It's just a rope on the floor. Ah! Jump scares abound. I don't know why I can still see that space over there. There. Ooh. Nothing. Oh hello goblin, a survivor. Oh wait, no it isn't. I can't believe I got experience from these goblins. I guess that proves that no, there is no like not earning experience from lesser enemies in this game. In Geneforge, if you remember, if you watched that, certain enemies when you're too high level, it just says like you're too high level to earn experience from this or something. Whatever the fuck it says. Which is a little bit naff really, because that makes combat not worthless actually, because they drop loot. This door looks extremely sturdy, and the padlock on it is of an unfamiliar make. Fortunately, one of your keys fits the lock. I didn't need to read that. It's a new day. I didn't record yesterday, as you might have noticed. There was finally a break in the amount of days I recorded in a row. Wow, was that worth being locked? Not really, no. There's got to be something in this room, right? No. Right, that's that floor then. I'm going to head to the bottom right, if possible. which it is, because I've been there before. And see if that does indeed go to a level 4 or something. Whoa! Wow! Well, why? I'm not even going to check what you dropped. That's how much I don't care about you. Here I am, where do we go? Rat feeding cave. Oh, what? No, it is the same place. Whatever. Man, I would love to make a game like... Well, not exactly like this, hi. But I mean, like, just with big dungeons to explore like this. Probably in the Dragon Dreams engine, quote unquote, if it can be called an engine. I guess technically... Oh, coot. I guess technically the engine would be Click Team Fusion 2.5, which is what I make Dragon Dreams in. I was gonna make a geezer adventure game using the Dragon Dreams style thingy, whatever. But whatever. What's that? You don't know Dragon Dreams? Well, let me just shill to you for a moment. Is it still shilling if it's a free game? I don't rightly know. But maybe. I'm gonna use that lamp. You know, Dragon Dreams is a series that I make, and there's 2 of them so far that are free on itch.io and Game Jolt and everything. Check the description below. All the links are there. The best place to find all my games is Mega or whatever. It used to be Google Drive, but they became shite basically. Well, they were probably shite from the start. But anyway, if you like 2D Zelda style games with a bit more emphasis on combat and like RPG stuff, take a look, check a look. I'm sorry for the lack of rebindable controls. Anyway, brittle dried bones start to crunch under your feet. This is a goblin burial ground. Here the corpses of the less important dead goblins are unceremoniously flung so that they may decompose in something resembling peace. Fortunately, they at least bothered to build a fence to keep the rats out. Doubt it. Then how are there rats in here? There aren't. I don't see a fence. Oh, there. Can I look at that pile of skulls? Fortunately not. I haven't even had to heal in this place yet. I don't really understand why they wouldn't, like... I don't know... put different enemies in here or something on the Celt campaign. Maybe it doesn't work like that. Maybe both campaigns still technically use exactly the same map, so they can't just do that. An icy draft blows from the south, chilling you to your through your heavy gear. This is rarely a good sign. What the fuck? I can't do that. Look, I've got... Ah. Maybe that's the drop where I can get the stones for the Rose Lady. Silly coot. Is there a... Oi, Bob. Is there a piercing sight potential around here? Yes. I could have just checked the wall really, couldn't I? Is that it? Wow. 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 Wait, what's that over there? I don't know what that is. But it, oh, it's a lizard. Oh! Yeah, that sound. Exactly. Can we survive it first? Obviously not. Holy shit. Over 3 hundo damage. Ah. This is clearly the place. At the bottom of this mine, you find a crypt. It's very old. It looks like it's been here for a very long time. Long before the mine was started. Maybe they unearthed it while following a vein of lead or something like that. It's icy cold. The floor is covered with a fine network of icy crystals. Collect them. I like crystals. And the ceiling is obscured by massive icicles. It's utterly quiet. No it isn't, I can hear my footsteps all over the floor. Oh, that's water, not carpet. What is this wall here? What is this as well? Oh, probably the way back. Hello? Zonk. Just been paralysed, whatever, that's a new one, isn't it? What are you doing back there? He had 0 health. I mean, I had 0 health. Oh, good thing I can still move while I'm paralysed. Trash. Oh, what? From this angle you can see that there's a button set into the wall behind the slab. It's inviting and red. Fucking push it. You hear the sound of grinding stone. Oh. Ooh. Ah. Hello. Yep. Good to meet you. Ah. Right, that does it. I can't hit this fall, probably because I'm paralysed again. I'll do a heal. Go on. It's only wise. Ding dong! I remember the days when we all got multiple ding dongs at the same turn, in the same turn. Ah, the good old times. Now we're all out of sync. Anything cool in this one? No. Well, there is something cool in here though, and it's stones. You open the box, hoping to find a treasure so fantastic that it lets you flee this valley for your lives and sell it for a life of luxury in a faraway land. No such luck. The box contains a half-dozen nondescript-looking grey rocks. Still, if someone tried to protect them, they might be worth some money or something. You pick them up and store them away. Are you sure? Oops. Special items. Wait, glowing ball. Wait, that's the thing for the kid or whatever who lost their ball probably. Shining stones. Oh, you didn't mention they were shining. You said they were nondescript grey rocks or whatever. From a distance, these stones look dull and grey. When you get close, however, you see that the grey is a swirling mist trapped just under a translucent surface. The mist is mesmerising. Once you stare into it, it's hard to pull away. But I succeeded, so... You know, aren't I amazing? Yes. Yes, I am. Right then, that's this area, I suppose. Tiny little area. Now we shall go up to the other area. God, we've still got like 10 minutes left. Which area? Right. Wait, why are there two? No, it's fine. I was wondering why there were 2 ways up, but yes, it's fine. It really is. A, B, C. Nothing. Hello! Bye. Nothing going on over there? Probably will be in a sec once I get over there and start causing mayhem. Mayhem! Pika-pee. Gotta be some shite to pierce here, never mind. Oh! What's this all about? It looks like this obelisk once had writing carved into it. Unfortunately, it's all been eroded away over the course of many years. Why put it here then? It's just a random little bit of flavour, really, isn't it? That's something that's good about these games. Well, there's a lot of things good about these games. Like, not everything is important. Some things are just there to be there. Just random little bits of world building. You know, an obelisk that's been there for many, many years and is unreadable isn't important in any way, shape or form. But it's there. If you want. if you want to have a look at it. All this box contains is a few fragments of papyrus. It looks like papers were recently stored here, then someone helped themselves to them like that. You see, I don't get anything from that, but there you go. There you go! Oh, you find the cavern where the goblins bury their honoured creatures, chief, shamans, that sort of thing. Do you mean chiefs? Or is chief the multiple of chiefs? I can't think of the word. The something, it doesn't matter anyway. While many of the bodies they've carefully placed here, right, have since been eaten by the local monsters, the crypts to the northeast look unusually intact, probably because it's protected by magic, I would imagine. And we're gonna get in big trouble! Oh, hi. Oh, that's me, actually. Or it was someone, anyway. Before I go into the crypt, I'll just finish up here. Yep. Yep. Have a bit of a wall rub. D. The crypt is empty. Its inhabitants must have gone off to do undead things. As you get close to one of the crypts, you hear a hissing sound behind you. As you look behind you, some of the bones on the floor begin to move. Oh well. Big dealio. Oh no, it touched me. Oh well. Great, now I'm in the wrong positions. Look again. You open the crypt and find the skeleton of a goblin chief. Fortunately, it neglects to get up and attack you. Its cloak and clothes are rotten. Its gold ring, however, is invitingly intact. You take it. Resistance ring. Let me just check these again. Hang on. Oh, hello. Munch. Okay. Check them again to make sure I'm not gone off to do undead things. Undead things, that's an H. B, empty. J, I think that's all of them. C, oh no, the bones begin to move again. Not very well, they don't. And that was this one back here. The crypt is empty. It's as its resident attacked you very recently. No, something from the back end of the other end of the room attacked me. They were all the way over there. Fortunately, it decided to leave its scroll tube behind, but then what would the undead want with a scroll tube? I don't know, piss in it. You take it and gladly pocket the scroll you find inside. Searching further, you also find a few coins under a scrap of burial shroud. Waste not, want not. What a weird phrase that is, by the way. Waste not, want not. Who thought that one up? Resistance ring. Wow, 5% resistance to elements and magic, amazing. Bloody amazing that is. How could anyone live without it? Right, top left time. Anything to pierce here? Nope. Okay. Is there another ramp down? No. Well, yes, technically, but... Alright, stop munching me now. Ooh. I'll go down there in a sec. Looks like that's probably the way to go. Or something resembling such. You find yourself staring into the beady eyes of a family of large lizards who are resting comfortably in a rocky nest in the far corner of this cave. For once they seem more scared of you than you are of them. I'm not scared of them ever, they're sexy. You take a step forward and receive a warning hiss. If you want to explore this cave, you'll first have to deal with some rather territorial lizards. I don't wanna. Look, they're not even there. Can't believe this. Well, I'm sorry, sexy family of lizards, but I have to. The moment you start to invade their space, they pour forth from their nest to do battle. Oh no. Sorry. B. Why have you got a scroll in your nest? Did you lay it? Or have you used it to wipe your cloaca of egg juice? Sorry, the fucking things I say sometimes, eh? Hello. What, the lava kingdom? For a moment you imagine that you stumbled down a stairway into the netherworld itself. It's a blasted basaltic sulphurous cavern filled with bones, withered, discarded scales, and a pervading sense of impending doom. Oh yes, I want a new Doom game, as long as it's not like Eternal. No, I like that game. This room, however, is only the antechamber. You see another, larger, hotter cave to the west, and, from the shadows ahead, a pair of red glowing eyes are peering out at you. Oh yes. What do you mean skull, not yours? Why would I want that? Why would anyone? Why would anyone want something that weighs 70 and is worth 10? Because someone cares about picking up every little thing more than I do. Hello? Sss, it says. What was that? It speaks. Hello? In the far corner of this cavern you see yet another creature from out of your legends and dreams. It's a dragon. Whoa! Not a large dragon though, a small one. The size of a hut, perhaps. That's not small. A modest, reasonable size. I could live inside it if it's the size of a hut. Lift your tail. Of course, it's still plenty large enough to be able to slay you utterly. That's why you're relieved that it makes no hostile move towards you. It just watches and waits. I get few visitors. I wonder why. Oh my god, horde. Of mostly trash. Don't touch my treasures. This is my domain. Can I go and touch your treasures? An invisible barrier blocks your passage. Why don't you just make the dragon be angry at me and tell me to piss off? The drake chuckles. No you don't, while I still live and breathe. Shackled to this tiresome world, none may obtain my mighty trove. He looks intently at you, hoping you take the hint. Oh, well I have to take the hint because there's an invisible barrier. Well, I know we're a few minutes from 30 minutes, but we'll leave it there and talk to the dragon next time, won't we? It's probably got more than 3 minutes of stuff to say. You know what dragons are like. Wise creatures. Thanks for watching. See you next time.